and welcome to Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. I'm Catherine Falk with Cox Communications. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are honored to have Congressman Gerry Connolly join us today. Thank you for being here.
Great to be with you again, Catherine.
And congratulations on your election. You were elected last November, sworn in January, and you've been serving for about 6 months now. And elected freshman class president. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Your background is, of course, as the chairman of the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors. So you've got a lot of experience to bring to the job. Tell us about the district that you're serving in now.
My district is essentially two counties, Fairfax County and Prince William County, the city of Fairfax, and several towns, including Vienna and Clifton, Haymarket, and of course the town of Occoquan. It's a very diverse district, huge minority population, lots of federal workers. It's a relatively affluent district compared to many other districts in the country. Of course, you mentioned my serving as chairman. Having been chairman of Fairfax County, I think grounds you in sort of the practicalities of governance. And so when you've served in local government, you go to Congress, you're the one always asking, but how will this work?
Yes. And tell us, you got appointed to some great committees. What are the committees that you'll be serving on?
I'm on the Oversight and Government Reform Committee, which is the committee that overlooks sort of the workings of the federal government in its entirety and has a very broad swath. It's the committee that my predecessor, Tom Davis, chaired. I'm on the Budget Committee, which of course is terribly important for funding the federal government and also addressing the whole issue of federal deficits. And then I'm on the House Foreign Affairs Committee. I have a 25-year background in foreign policy, and so that's a critical committee too, given the challenges our country faces overseas. Absolutely.
So you came into office at such a difficult time in our country's history with the economic troubles. Tell us, how is the economic stimulus program working?
The economic stimulus program, known as the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009, I think is making a difference, and we're seeing it right here in our own district. Of course, it was designed to stimulate the economy, put people back to work, try to stabilize the financial situation. Just recently, there was a stress test done of the 19 largest banks in the United States. Every one of them passed. None of them would have passed back in September of last year. We are seeing the rate of unemployment decelerate. Unemployment is going to be, a lagging indicator. It's always the last to improve when you start to have a recovery. We're seeing consumer confidence improve. We're seeing consumer spending beginning to increase. So there are some glimmers of hope in a situation that had been the worst since the Great Depression. We're not out of the woods yet, but even here in Fairfax and Prince William counties, we see the effects of the stimulus. In the Fairfax County school system, the stimulus brought over $100 million at a time when desperately needed. That's the equivalent of 5 cents in the local tax rate. Tens of millions of dollars being poured into transportation infrastructure for the Fairfax County Parkway, the completion near the old engineering proving grounds, and accelerating money for rail to Dulles. So it's making a positive impact here at home.
And I know that tax cuts are an important part of that and an important part of the things you're working on.
Absolutely. If you look at the stimulus, there was a third of the entire stimulus bill was in the form of tax cuts. Everything from the child care tax credit, the marriage penalty tax cut, to a $250 payment for every Social Security recipient in the United States. So very healthy dose of tax cuts. The budget had $1.7 billion. In tax cuts.
Great. I know you love to hear from your constituents about these issues and others. How can they best get in touch with you?
I think the best way is through my website.
Great. And that's conley.house.gov, and I think that's on the screen right now.
That's right.
Great. Congressman Connolly, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Catherine.
And thank you for joining us on Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News.